This is a Headgum podcast.
Hello and welcome to Perfect Person, the show where I'm perfect and you're a person. Recently, I decided that I was going to put a little extra blackberries in my cereal. It sort of added a fruity little crunch.
Sure, of course.
I'm joined by Amir Blumenfeld, head of the network. He runs Headgum. He hosts If I Were You. He was sort of a boomer in the internet sketch comedy era. Amir, welcome to the show.
I guess I'm still a boomer. Okay, boomer style.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Bloomer style.
Oppa Gangnam style.
Yeah, we're going to have fun. Amir, how's it going today? How you feeling?
Good. Yeah, it's a little chilly out.
Yeah, it's cold in here. And as soon as you came in, you commented on how cold it was.
Yeah.
And it made me worry, should I have heated it up for the big guy upstairs?
Well, I think it's better cold because the conversation and the personalities heat up the room.
Yeah.
Most podcast studios are too hot.
That's true. Mm-hmm. And that's why I moved out of my house. I was running this out of my office in my house, and it was unbearably hot.
Yeah, just equipment in a room plus people equals warmth. This one is like a converted garage. It's unseasonably freezing out.
For no reason.
It was like 38 degrees last night.
It hailed. It hailed last week.
That's not okay.
Yeah,
that's not what we sign up for.
No. I want to move where there's palm trees and grapefruits.
Exactly. We didn't choose to live in Denver, so we shouldn't have to suffer through the Denver-esque climate change crisis that we're going through.
That's absolutely right.
Well, that's why my jacket's still on. If you guys are watching, I'm wearing a jacket. Maybe I'll take it off at a certain point.
If the conversation heats up the room enough. So if Amir doesn't take off his jacket, the conversation was not flowing.
Yeah, so it is a Groundhog's Day-esque reveal as to whether or not this conversation was hot enough.
Yeah. Well, Amir, I had you on the show because obviously you host an advice show, and this is an advice show, but I sort of took what you were doing over there, and I said, what if I did the same thing, but I talked to people on the phone?
Yes, which is honestly an upgrade. You're speaking to these people in real time, which Jake and I never were able to figure out.
No. Yeah. What's up with that?
It was just too hard. We're not as tech savvy as you. So like just getting a podcast up the ground was a achievement enough. And we're like, we'll keep it as emails. That way we can filter and read it at our own pace and answer the questions without any interference. Adding the technology behind live calls seems like a different beast entirely. You're a producer. Yeah. You need a Miles.
I need a me.
You need a me, which is why you had a child.
Exactly.
Child's Bonsignore.
Child.
That's his name, right?
Child's Bonsignore, yeah. I need a me to sort of do everything for me.
I wonder if it can be like a cyclical thing where like whoever you're producing with now becomes your producer. Or do you want like a 21-year-old version of yourself?
I want like a 14-year-old plucky plumber from Idaho.
To look at my toilet at night.
Yeah.
And ask him
produce on
this.
the side.
Yeah, 14 is probably illegally young.
Yeah. No, I just hired 2 editors part-time that I'm very psyched on.
Great.
That's going to help me.
That's a good start.
Edit the show. Because I also produce a bunch of other shows for Dry Guys.
It's too much.
It's too much.
You're 30 now.
Yeah, I'm 29.
Okay, so as soon as you turn 30, you'll start to realize I can't say yes to literally everything and extend yourself so thin.
I know. That's the problem. And do you think that you're extended thin now, or do you think that
I'm
of
the
your
opposite.
Life, you're just sort of mostly in free fall?
I'm thick, baby.
Thick.
I am spread so thick.
Thick at 40.
Nothing but time.
Wow, that's great.
It's fantastic. Yeah. I've zagged the entire opposite way.
Oh my God. That's
Say yes to everything for a decade. I don't have time. I don't know when I'm going to do this. Say no to everything for a decade.
Yeah.
Now I'm 40 and bored. I'm boardy.
You're boardy.
I'm boardy.
That's my goal is to like not work exclusively.
That would be fantastic.
Some people, they want to
semi-retirement.
Oh, that'd be so good. If I could just go to coffee with friends every day and that's it.
That's sort of my goal as well.
Watch Hunger Games.
Yeah, it's an American thing of like you work till you die. And I'm like, what if work was just 8% of your life and the rest of it was just dedicated to other stuff? I'm not so good at figuring out the joy part of it yet. Yeah. But the free time thing I've sort of been able to figure out.
Well, free time is good when you are rich for being a CEO.
Yeah, and that's another problem / wrinkle. I'm not quite rich enough to just fully say fuck you to everybody, so I'm trying to navigate that balance.
I see.
Like if I had $10 million, you would never see me again. The fact that I'm here, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, you'll know when Amir gets the 10 mil because social media will be blacked out.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Zero dark 30s style.
What happened to the account?
Deuces, goodbye, I'm gone. I sold it or I just crashed it because I'm already independently rich enough to not deal with that.
Yeah, no, that'd be really good for me. Well, Amir, people are obviously calling in. They need your help.
Okay.
And you're on the show. Now, what qualifies you as a perfect person to kind of help people, to guide them, to bring them to salvation?
Well, 10,000 hours style, I'm sure I've done enough advice podcasting to consider myself an expert.
Yeah.
At the very least, a competent speaker, and I've got enough experience points. Have you had many 40-year-old guests?
Yeah, I don't think we've had anyone 40. Mostly they're younger.
Right.
So you think that the wisdom you bring is because of your age?
Yes, experience. I've lived 20 years since my 20s, and that's considered a lot to someone who's just 24 still. You've only been 10 years 20.
I kind of feel like I'll always feel 24.
That's how I still feel. I feel like I'm 28, but I'm 40. 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that emotional for you to say?
I've been late 30s for so long and joking about being 40 that now that I'm 40, I'm like, oh, I should be 42 by now.
Yeah.
Basically like how you'll feel about turning 30.
I know. Yeah, that part is weird because I also have a baby. I feel like I lapped some of my friends that
You
are
did
like,
great. You timed it just right because you'll have more energy now than you will at age 40.
Exactly. Yeah. That's kind of my goal.
Yeah.
Oh, do you still get wowed by questions? I feel like you've probably done the same questions like over and over, having done so many episodes of the show.
Well, the wow factor is the call in that I get to actually speak to these
I'm
people.
about to get you off in a way that you haven't gotten off in a while.
We will open the garage doors and surf out on a wave of my own with a BlackBerry.
Well, obviously, people, if you like the show, you can rate and subscribe it. And if you love the show, you can join us on Patreon where we've got extended versions of every episode, including this one, as well as an exclusive show called Perfect Person Platinum, where it's a masterclass that's going to get you off.
/laid.
/horny. Amir, let's get into it.
Holy shit.
Yeah. We've got a call here about someone who's smelling something a little stinky.
Hi, Miles. My name is Sarah. I go to a university out here in California. I need advice on how to stick up for myself. There was a girl. I was sitting alone at a table. She came up, plopped right in front of me, and opened up her stinky ass sushi. Didn't even say a word to me. So guess who had to move to a different seat? Me. So my question for advice is, how do I stick up for myself in future situations where I just wanted to sit by myself? I don't have the confidence for that, but I know that you do. So you can give me a call back.
So my question here is, does she feel like she needs to stick up for herself because someone else had sushi?
Yeah, it was like a real roller coaster of emotions. Like, yeah, stand up for yourself. It's like, well, somebody can eat sushi near you. I'm sure that's fine.
I'm sure that it's fine.
And I also sort of lack the confidence to like tell people what they're doing wrong in social situations.
You're bad at confronting people?
Yeah, I'm like the kind of guy that where somebody bumps into me, I'm like, oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well, no, you're sorry, actually.
You're sorry for bumping into
me. Quite frankly.
Well, we got to ask her about the stinky sushi because I might think we might have to be sort of good cop, bad cop, and that she's the nasty actor.
Hello?
Hello, you called perfect person because someone ate stinky sushi near you. I'm Miles Bonsignore.
No way.
How's it going? Thanks for calling in. I'm here with Amir Blumenfeld.
Hi.
Hi, I'm 40.
Amir's 40 and he's here, and don't be intimidated by that.
Oh, you guys will give the best advice. I'm sure of it.
So I'm a little perturbed because I feel like I need you to describe.
Do you like sushi?
No, I'm vegetarian.
Okay. Amir really struck to the root of the problem here.
Yeah. You're not a sushi. Sushi's been new for me as well. I didn't eat sushi until my 30s.
You were scared, you were intimidated, you were picky?
Yeah, I'm like raw fish. That's not for me.
Interesting. You sort of felt like it was yucky to have a food from another land.
Yeah, or at the very least, xenophobic / agoraphobic.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, there's germs on fish.
Raw fish, too.
Well, Sarah, what happened in this specific instance? And I want you to describe it to me because I'm worried that you're sort of the yucky one. And I want to make sure that I'm supporting you in the any way I can.
The teriyaki one.
Nice. And Amir, keep it coming.
40.
All right. So basically what happened was after class, I went to this part of the building, had this beautiful in front of the window seat, and I was at a kind of smaller table sitting by myself doing homework. And so this girl comes up, plops her stuff down right in front of me, doesn't look at me, doesn't go, the polite thing to do. Hey, do you mind if I sit here?
Yep.
Like a normal person would say when plopping her stuff down, banging around her water bottle, whips out this whole buffet of sushi right in front of my face.
Yeah. To me, the sushi's an irrelevant part of the problem. I feel like your issue is that she sat at your table
without asking.
I was just more so. I felt like, the nice thing to do would to be say, hey, do you mind if I sit here and maybe not eat such a foul-smelling food in front of everyone? I mean, I understand you're hungry, but sushi in a part of a library, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Where was this school? You said Southern California?
Yeah, at Santa Barbara
UCSB.
UCSB.
Yeah, the sushi shouldn't be stinky.
That's what I thought. It should be rather fresh.
Was it sashimi? Was it a poke bowl?
I have no idea.
Was it grocery style, like a plastic lid with a dark plastic bottom, and then rolls?
Ripping open those soy sauces, popping the chopsticks.
Yeah, I mean, could it have occurred to you that maybe she wanted to be buddies and that it was a full cafeteria and she thought, there's some girl doing her homework. I want to share some of my sashimi with her so that we can become closer buds.
Yeah, just gesticulating with her chopsticks, getting soy sauce on your phone.
Dig in.
Yeah.
Dig in. Feel free to dig in.
I wish it felt like that, but she didn't even look at me. She just whipped out her headphones, put them on, and was open mouth eating in front of me.
The stigma of UC Santa Barbara is lots of chill dudes and cool girls. Was she a cool girl?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm not one to judge.
Sorority girl style stereotype?
More like super studious nerd alert.
So a nerd ate sushi in front of you and somehow that's her problem?
Unbelievable.
I more so was I'm a very anxious individual. So sitting alone in a busy arena of what the library feels like was just a little bit intimidating to me that day.
Yeah.
And at most times, if somebody comes to sit next to me, they usually just politely ask or, smile or wave or do something. But it was the abruptness of somebody coming directly in front of me, slamming around her water bottle. I felt like I didn't have the confidence to just say hi or just go, maybe not eat some sushi in front of me. I don't know.
What did you do?
I got up and left.
You did instantly.
I gave it a couple minutes just to not
she wouldn't
make
feel
a scene out of
offended.
it.
Yeah.
Was she right across from you? How close was this person to you?
Is this a two-top?
Yeah.
Like a circular coffee table that could fit 2 laptops.
Wow. Very intimate.
Very intimate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably be perturbed because I'd be like, I would want the ask. So the sushi and the water bottle aren't the things that would bother me.
Yeah.
It would just be the intrusion on my space.
You can sit here. You ever give a sarcastic, feel free.
Feel free.
Yeah.
She hits you. Yeah. Oh. I think in the future, you could just be like, hey, sorry, my friend's about to come.
Oh, that's really good.
You could lie.
The passive-aggressive seats taken.
Yeah.
I almost consider saying, I'm really sorry, but I'm allergic to sushi.
Oh, wow.
But I
That's
thought
not
that was mean.
I'm so...
You start seizing.
Killing me.
Yeah, I think a lie that a friend is on their way is a good way to get out of a seat. Although I don't actually, you know what? I take it back. I don't believe in the idea that people shouldn't sit near each other at a coffee shop. This seems like a library you were studying, a little bit different. If you're at a coffee shop and you're someone that's sorry, and my friend's coming, I don't know, but come on, guys, I'm just here. I think that people should sit around. There should be a democratization of the coffee tables at a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
Were you eating anything?
No, I wasn't. I didn't even have a water bottle with me.
Wow.
I was hungry too, and that played a huge role of just, a little bit of hanker with me and a bit of anxious feelings.
Would you say it played a huge sushi role? Thank you.
Well, thanks so much for calling in. I think, next time maybe say that a friend's coming, but also, look, if the sushi's stinky, you could have done her a favor and said that's spoiled. You need to go to the ER.
Yeah, that too. Give her a little bit of advice.
Enjoy Santa Barbara. I'm jealous that you get to go to school there.
Did you want to go there? That was your dream school?
It wasn't my dream school, but I had friends that went there. I'm like, this place is awesome. And then when I graduated, I'm like, why didn't I just go there? It seems like everyone was hot and like surfing and skateboarding, and I didn't know how to do any of that stuff.
Yeah, sure. Where did you go to school?
I went to Berkeley, like 5 hours north of Santa Barbara, not even near a beach.
Just sort of near San Francisco, right?
Unnecessary.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling in. You have a fantastic day.
Thank you. You as well.
Bye.
That was good.
Another person just sort of fixed.
It's exciting when you call them because it's like they were just, they won a contest on the radio or something.
Yeah.
They can't believe it.
She was doing dishes. She was doing whatever it was. And I enter her life, solve her problems, and out. And I'm gone. All the time I'm thinking, I want to watch that one show with that special little actress who's very fun and flirty. And then, oops, 12 months later, and I've paid for a subscription for an entire year, and all I got was one episode of Bones. Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill, is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills, all in one place. Over 80% of people have subscriptions they forgot about, like that streaming service you bought to watch just one show on, or that free trial that you never even used. Rocket Money will quickly and easily identify your subscriptions for you so you can stop paying for the ones you don't want. Simply find the subscription you don't want and press cancel. And Rocket Money is going to cancel it for you, okay? You don't have to send a weird email. You don't have to call a weird number. I use Rocket Money, and my biggest selling point for this is that the cost of Rocket Money is far less than the amount of money I immediately saved upon using Rocket Money for the first month. And I said, thank you, Rocket Money. I'm going to take the rocket and I'm going to hold the money, okay? Because the money's, I have it now and I'm not paying for the stuff anymore. Stop throwing your money away, cancel unwanted subscriptions, and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/perfectperson. That's rocketmoney.com/perfectperson. rocketmoney.com/perfectperson. All right, we've got another person coming on here.
Hi, Miles. My name is Blush. I am a burlesque performer and a dominatrix. As you know, the economy is pretty rough lately, and my freelance ventures are at a bit of a standstill, so I am looking for a day job. And as a person with some really odd side jobs, I'm wondering what you think would be a good day job for me. I love to chat with you and whoever is your assistant freelance associate today. Okay. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
It's hard out here for a dom.
Nice.
When you're trying to get some money for the prom.
That's good.
and you're
yeah. No, there is a cost of living crisis, and it does seem like the entire economic infrastructure that we're building everything upon is a house of cards that's just inches away from collapse.
So how do you get to be dommed in the gig economy?
Honestly, like as sad as I am to be 40, there is some joy in not graduating into this world. Like my first job paid me $32,000 a year, which would just go away if I had a smoothie a day.
Yeah, well, like that's if you had one smoothie every day,
I would not be able to live.
Die.
I would die.
Well, that's like somebody had this quote where they're like, I lived in New York in the 80s, and if you waited tables, you could buy an apartment if you saved up. It's holy shit.
I need $800,000 cash to put a down payment on a place.
To lose a bid on a house.
That's
sucks.
right, yeah.
But I do think that, like, hey, look, it's hard out here for everybody, including dominatrixes, Amir. Dominate-try.
Hello?
Hello, you called because you're a dom and you're looking for a side gig.
I literally can't believe you guys are calling me back.
I'm here with Amir Blumenfeld.
40.
Amir Blumenfeld, he's 40. Don't be intimidated.
Hi, Amir. I love it.
Have you ever talked to a 40-year-old? Or am I dead to you?
What a weird question to ask.
Am I dead to you slash
40-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk to 40-year-old men every day.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. So tell us about your situation. You're looking for a side gig. But also you're wearing a side wig as a dominatrix.
Yes, lots of side wigs. So I have like 2 freelance hustles. I do some digital domination, which is really cool, and I'm also a burlesque performer. I don't know if I just have supremely bad luck, but I started doing all of this stuff when the pandemic happened, and now we're in a recession. So it's just like,
sure.
I picked a really rough time to start 2 new businesses. So
where do you live, I wonder?
I'm in New York City.
Okay.
And I'm looking for like a fun, low stress day job where I can maybe like help people.
To me, if I've learned anything about the gig economy, is you got to let the support ride. Whatever you do for the day job has to support your dominatrix career. So it's like, if you're door dashing, why not try door doming?
Interesting.
Here's your food, you fucking pig.
Is that when you show up with the DoorDash and latex and everything?
Yeah. If my DoorDash delivery driver showed up like dressed in dominatrix gear, I would be so interested in the whole event. I'd be like, how?
Yeah, he's got somewhere to go.
Yeah,
afterwards.
Like what's going on? And you're just sort of really casualing it. You're like, sorry, I just came from a thing you drop off like my little miso soup and take a picture of it.
On the doorstep.
That's the thing I love about living in big cities, because I feel like if you lived in the middle of nowhere, that would be much more shocking than it probably is here or where you guys are in California.
Yeah, it's normal in NYC. What is digital doming and how does that go down?
So it's really interesting. I do something called financial domination.
Yeah, I've heard about that one.
All genders of people are interested in it, but it's like old white men that happen to have the most money, so they're my biggest client base, and the stereotype is of it being humiliating and very harsh and very strict, but it can be really fun. I have subs that like to think of themselves as like investors, and they help me like build costumes, put on shows.
Well, here's my question then. Is it possible you're a financial dom for these people, and instead of getting a gig, is it possible to just be like, well, this is part of the
give me $1,000 a day.
Yeah, give me more
for a week.
I'm increasing my rates. You little pig boy.
I am what they call a baby dom. So I've only been in the industry for about 2 years now. So I know that I will get a more stable client base with time, but I am still in the weird gig economy a little bit still. It's just like trying to get bills paid, trying to get sparkly things purchased, trying to get new wigs, all that kind of stuff.
And you'll Zoom or text or phone call? How do you
for sure.
How do you discuss things with these men?
I like to do digital sessions. I'm trying to break into doing in-person sessions, which comes with like renting spaces, equipment. You have to buy implements and all that kind of stuff. So even though it sounds really sexy and cinematic and whatever, it's kind of like a nitty-gritty regular job.
No, totally. It's like probably a lot of planning, and you're just like, okay, I have to like
and checking in with people like 24 hours after, being like,
invoicing.
Hey, good times, did you like everything?
Yeah. Oh, the customer service portion of it is really funny. Here's what I'll say. I mean, just general, like, you need some gig stuff. You need some like money fast for something that's easy enough that you can probably like be on your computer doming during the day. I feel like a temp agency is going to be your friend here.
It's a stability thing too with like freelance. You know, I was laughing my ass off when you were giving tax advice, because I have to file my taxes as a sex worker for the first time.
Yeah, you have to write off the ball gag.
Yeah.
Yes.
Write off to get off, in a way. Do you have to send a 1099 to the men that give you over $700 a year?
I don't know, because there's a certain amount that I can pass off as gifts.
Yeah.
And my whole profession is essentially accepting gifts. But
but is it a gift if it is sexy?
Yeah.
To get.
This is you at an H&R Block discussing your options.
And there are accountants that sit with us and blush through the whole session while they try to get everything down.
That is so funny.
Is that what you named yourself after?
No, I named myself. I was doing some thinking, and I go by Blush because my favorite color is pink. And I start off a bit shy and reserved with new people because I was an introvert before I got into all this stuff. So
That's so interesting. Well, yeah, I mean, I think that like if you're looking for, first of all, I think option one is just whatever client base you have, just try to increase the cash flow.
Yeah. Cost of living / inflation has gone up, boys.
Yeah. So like you want to get bad, you want to get naughty.
I need $107 now.
That's right. Not just 100.
Not just 4.
I need to buy a smoothie.
Get an acai bowl and they cost $19 now for some reason.
Yeah.
I got a $12 cup of soup today. That's not okay.
I love it.
What kind of soup?
Broccolini curry.
Oh. Curry.
Are you a soup guy?
I am a soup guy. Thanks for asking.
I was like, is that more Zach's territory than Try Guys?
Oh yeah, he also likes soup. He's a soupy.
Jupes love soups. And he'll say that too.
Put that on a piece of Headgum merch. I'm serious, man. That's really funny.
My partner, Miles, is a streamer. I know that you're a gamer, and he's been trying to convince me to come on stream. And I'm definitely giving it some thought.
100%, by the way. If you're in like any sort of like dominatrix work, you're definitely going to get a client base by streaming public sessions and stuff like that. Or do TikTok. If you're trying to market your business like Gary Vee, you're going to want to do TikTok. You're going to want to freaking do LinkedIn dominatrix posting.
Instagram,
Your
Facebook.
YouTube algorithm will never recover, Miles.
Yeah, I think that that's the way for you. And also it just has some like, if you need a gig advice, going to a temp agency. I remember like I was really grinding at working at coffee shops and it sucked so hard. And then all of a sudden I was like, okay, yeah, my friends are still going to a temp agency. Like, I guess I'll do that. And I was a receptionist for Paperless Post, and I made pretty good money doing nothing. I think I answered the phone like once a day, and then I would just like start the coffee machine. That was really it. And it was so much better.
That's why I might look back into working for dispensaries because I just got to, roll people joints all day and make small talk, which was really cool.
Here's what I'll say. Those jobs are really great, like the dispensary thing. Although what I'll say is there are so many people that work at jobs where all they do is sit at a desk and it like don't really do anything. And if you can get one of those jobs working from home, then like all you're really doing is like playing fucking, Tetris on your phone.
You could, in theory, get 2 to 3 of those jobs.
That's what you're going to want to do. Well, Blush, thank you for calling in.
Bye-bye, Miles.
How does that work, really?
So here's what it was. Well, you want to do a role play?
Yeah, like I'm curious what the guys are doing.
So here's
getting.
What it'd be. You'd be like, okay, so hey, like thanks so much for being here.
Which one am I?
You're a little pig boy.
Got it. I'm the old white.
You're the old white person.
Okay.
And I'm Blush.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get on a Zoom.
Yeah, we get on a Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Venmo me 100.
In a t-shirt, barely looking, playing Zelda.
I'm just playing on my Switch. Venmo me 100. Okay, I just got it. Nice.
The guy is wise, that joyful for the man.
Middle finger.
You're mean to me.
Yeah.
Which I like because everyone is nice to me during the day.
Do everything I say.
Uh-huh.
Empty your bank account.
Got it.
And watch me play. Zelda.
So the fact that I don't like this means people are dominating me all day. Yeah. So this doesn't create joy. I want the opposite of that.
You want to be a dom. You want to get people to give you cat. I
want someone to call me and say,
"You're 40. This is
you're awesome. Yeah. Here's money."
That'd be cool. I think it's also about sort of, you're trying to get off. Yeah, it's a power thing.
Okay.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, I think it is high power CEOs that want to be like walked on.
Yeah, they want to sort of feel what it's like to feel submissive.
Yeah. I guess I understand the idea of like paying somebody to feel different. I just don't know what that would be for me.
Yeah, what's your biggest kink?
Yeah. What do I experience all day that like I would pay somebody to give me the opposite of? Maybe like a really big, inexpensive soup? Somebody gave me like a $2 soup. That'd be fucking nuts. God, I would pay $1,000 for a $2 soup.
Yeah. So you feel like giving you a $2 soup would make you, for lack of a better word, spum.
You guys don't know that, but Miles cut 25 minutes of dead time between, for lack of a better word, and spum.
Yeah, we sat here motionless.
My jacket's off.
Yes. Jump cut. I forget to change the camera angles to hide it. Oh God. Well, Amir, do you have any problems that you need solving today before we get to another call?
Do I have any problems? I've been listening to more like pop science-y self-help podcasts.
Gary
like,
V.
Not Gary V, more like Huberman Lab style. Like, this is what you should eat. This is how you should start your day. This is how you should end your day. Things to like little micro adjustments to your life that can help you improve mood, help you improve sleep, help you improve this. The few that I've picked up is like not eating carbs during the day to like not feel sluggish. Seeing direct sunlight in the morning helps you wake up. There's a bunch of stuff about like cold plunges, which like is all over TikTok. Have you done any of that stuff? Do you have any like micro adjustments to help?
I mean, I'm huge into maximizing my lifestyle.
Okay, what does that entail?
Wake up, get a coffee
right away, pre-water.
I've tried to do I chug water before.
Yeah,
and I do, but then it tends to just make me pee a lot.
Yeah,
and I don't like that as much.
Got it.
So I will wake up and I'll get a coffee.
Hot,
black.
I'm out.
I try to. You like to cream. You want to wake up and have a cream.
I want it tasted like somebody left some coffee Haagen-Dazs ice cream out overnight.
You want it to be milky and soupy and sweet. That's fine. I'm not offended by that.
Okay.
There's a time in my life when I might have felt more insecure and I would have been offended by that.
Yeah, but first thing in the morning, I feel like I need water, but it's like parched to go straight to hot black bitter coffee. Doesn't seem like an upgrade to me.
Well, I also, because of the young baby, I'm often waking up and I'm having to like make coffee really quick before I feed him because he's like, he needs his milk.
How do you feel at 5 a.m.? Are you ever well rested or it always feels like the middle of the night?
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
I'm feeling
because I give you two options. So you didn't listen.
Yeah. I feel pretty well rested because before we had a crazy routine and we were both just like sort of not sleeping and we're going like in and out of sleep constantly. Yeah. And now if I sleep from fucking 11 to 5, I'm good. I'm good to
6
go.
hours is all you need.
I'm waking up excited to start my day. I'm waking up excited to eat like leftover lasagna.
You napping?
No.
Never.
I can't nap.
11 to 5 is enough and then you're good. Do you feel down after lunch, like in the afternoon?
Right after lunch, I'll hit a wall, but I just have to power through because I can't nap. Do you nap?
If I'm tired during the day, I tend to not like force myself to nap, like make it part of my routine.
Socks on?
Socks on. But if like I feel the overwhelming urge to like pass out, I will reward myself with a nap. Yeah.
As a little gift.
As a little sort of attaboy.
A treat.
You've earned it.
And is that like, what's the biggest life hack that you've sort of implemented that would seem strange to most, but to you, you're realizing that your potential is increased by a lot?
I think eating less during the day is helpful in a sad way. Like I used to have like cheeseburgers in a burrito bowl or pizza for lunch, which is awesome.
I had a chopped cheese and fries 10 minutes before you walked in.
That's great. But then like if I had that, I'd be sluggish after.
So instead you're having a broccoli fermented soup.
Instead I have a fucking cup of soup and 2 bottles of water.
I try to live hard.
Yeah, but you're 29.
Yeah, I can get away with it. Although I do feel like it's catching up to me. Already. Or if I have like a single cocktail, I like have a headache.
Yeah, I can't. Alcohol is already in the rearview mirror for me.
Do you drink at all or no?
Very rarely.
You smoke
very rarely. Yeah, also very rarely.
Yeah.
You're
sort of a clean, light.
Yeah, but not even out of like, I'm trying to cut myself off because it's so fun. I'm like, I actually don't enjoy that stuff anymore. Right. Smoking hurts my throat.
Yeah.
Drinking gives me a headache and makes me feel nauseous.
Sure.
Like what my joy is not derived from drugs. It's like feeling as good as possible.
And what is that feeling for you? What is the peak?
I guess
what's the best you've felt in the last week? The pinnacle.
It might be sleeping with a natural wake up and then like iced coffee like in the morning. Like that felt like I feel really well rested. Or like after playing tennis, I'm like, okay, that was awesome. I'm sweating. It's 10 a.m. A pump. But I also like, I guess my biggest vice is gambling. Like getting excited when I bet something a long shot and it hits. I'm like, this is great. I'm excited about it.
So you don't eat anymore. You don't let yourself loose, but you do love to gamble big.
Gambling's my biggest vice, yeah. It's not even big is the sad thing. It's like, I wish it was big. Like, I wish I put $1,000 on a basketball game just to fucking feel something.
Yeah, just to feel amazing.
Instead, I put like $25.
And you're like,
I won 80.
Shit.
And it's like money that I will never see again. So it all is like fake, dumb money.
That's incredible, man. You're really living the life out there.
I guess we all got our things. It's hard to be into everything. Like you can't be a movie buff and a video game guy and like a sports gambling and like a football fan. Like there's too much. There's not enough time.
I find that any hobby that I can get into, like recently I've been getting really into wine.
Oh, interesting. That's
because
a good one.
Any hobby that I can latch onto like a little like insect and suck dry like forum posts. I'm going online. I'm looking up like what's the best bottle of wine to drink.
Do you drink wine every day?
In the last like week and a half since I've gotten into wine. Yeah. I've only been into wine for the last week and a half.
Got it.
I'm going to Silver Lake Wine and I'm being like, what's the wine to have today that's Vino Verde?
That's cool.
And they're giving me whatever that is. And I'm sort of being like, like I'm sort of enjoying it. Yeah. But I felt the same way about building my own computer. I felt the same way about like streaming for a long time. I was like, how can I get this stream to look the best? How can I like dive as deep as possible into this hobby and then get the most juice out of it until I'm done?
And were you streaming? Because I tried streaming, but I was limited by my internet connection.
Yeah, I was streaming and I streamed for a while and I'm going to get back into it. Actually, native plug, follow my YouTube channel, everybody, because I'm trying to stream again and I started making YouTube videos again. Well, let's get to one more call here.
Okay.
My husband saw my mom's boobs.
That's it.
Yeah. Luckily, this happened a while ago, but he keeps bringing it up, and it's driving me insane. And all of our friends know, and it's like his thing now that he's seen my mom's boobs. Please help me, please.
Weird thing to latch on to for sure.
Yeah, if that happened to me, I'd be like, nobody will ever. I will die with that information.
I would never
won't tell
say
anybody.
It to anybody. No,
never, ever.
I just like, oh, sorry, I came. Like, if I like bursted in on something or whatever,
it's
like
a secret. It's a forever secret.
Yeah,
you know those forever secrets where nobody can know.
Yeah,
that's an example of.
Tell one right now. Tell one right now that we can know.
I walked in on my best friend's mom changing, and I saw her boobs. Put that behind a paywall.
Get him.
Hello.
Hello. We're calling because your hubby saw your mummy's bubbies.
Oh my goodness.
Who is this?
Gracious. Give me like 5 seconds.
What's that?
Sorry, wait. I'm at work. Give me like 5 seconds to get to the break room.
Go to the break room right now.
Okay, I'm in the break room.
Okay, you're in the break room. Where do you work, by the way?
I work at a library.
Oh. Is there anybody eating sushi there?
Yeah, we just talked to somebody who was eating sushi at a library.
No, there's no sushi here, unfortunately.
No sushi allowed ever since the incident.
Where's the library?
Indiana.
Wow.
Nice.
Do they still have the Dewey Decimal System?
This is not why she
I'm
called
40.
in. I see that. I see that.
Got it, yeah.
So tell us about the situation, because so far it seems like your husband's being kind of weird.
Here's what happened. Before my husband and I got married, I was still living with my parents, and we were going on a date. I was waiting in the car, and my boyfriend at the time forgot something in the house. So he was like, I'll be right back. I just have to go grab something really quick. So he goes in, and he walks past the bathroom. As he's going past the bathroom, he just glances over because the door is like wide open, and my mom is changing, like completely topless.
And did she see him?
No, she didn't see him. So he comes back out.
And doesn't say anything to anyone ever again?
It almost. So he was like freaking out.
Wait, what does almost mean?
He wasn't going to tell anybody anything. But then he was like, I have to tell you something because I feel like I have to. I was just scarred for life because and explained the situation to me and said, I just saw your mom's boobs.
Scarred for life is such a mean thing to say about your mom. Like,
you'll never believe what I just saw.
It was so horrible.
Burn my eyes out.
Seriously, get her in here.
He literally did say, he said, I'm never going to be able to look at your mom again.
Not in the boobs.
Because he was too turned on.
Yeah.
Well, here, the situation is it has become a running joke in my friend group now that he has seen my mom's boobs.
Yeah.
Because we once were like just having a good time and he told them and they all lost their minds over it. So now it's a big joke
And anytime we're together, he's always making jokes about seeing my mom's boobs. I'm just kind of like, yeah, it was funny the first couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a solution for you that's really going to change everything. Does he have a mom?
Don't tell me what I think you're going to
Oh, you're not going to like where this is going. But you're going to need to see his mom's boobs, for lack of a better term.
Full frontal.
If you
None of
see-
this topless bullshit.
No.
You have to one-up him.
You have to one-up him. You have to say, you call her up and just say, hey, I know this is going to sound weird, but to settle a debt, I need to
I need to be made whole. W-H.
Oh my goodness.
I need to see, or his dad's boobs.
Oh.
His dad's nips.
I've seen his dad's nips before.
You could be saying that to him the whole time. If he's saying like, I saw your mom's boobs, how crazy. And you're like, well, I saw everything on your dad. I saw all of it. And I'm not like, oh, you saw my mom's boobs? Well, I saw your dad's bup.
Yeah. B-U-P.
Bup.
Oh my goodness. Well, his joke is that he's into moms. I'm not a mom. He acts like a child sometimes, so
It sounds like it.
he's like one of those people that would wear the like I Heart MILF shirts.
Oh.
I don't like your husband. I'm sorry.
He's the kind of guy that would wear an I Heart MILF
MILF t-shirt, if you catch my drift. Why is that? How do you feel about this shirt? Do you think it's funny, or are you kind of like, I wish you wouldn't wear that shirt?
Well, he has to cut the sleeves off of it and crop it, and then I'd be fine with it.
Got it.
Got
So
it.
it has to be more of
Because
like
then
an
I'd
80s
steal
style.
it.
Yeah.
Because then you could wear it and it would sort of be subverting the expectation. And that'd be fun.
Yes.
That's
Gotcha.
cool.
Okay, cool.
Are you actually offended, or is it just like an annoying thing?
It's just kind of like annoying because now that entire family knows.
Mm.
And I'm just kind of like, stop.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
enough already. But then you can't get mad because then they dig in deeper because they know it offends you. Your best bet is to always ignore it, or to make it like it's not a cool, funny thing, and then they actually feel bad. But if you like playfully feel bad, then it'll escalate from there. I had a friend who misspoke once 25 years ago, and we keep bringing it up.
What did he say?
He said drama instead of drama.
Oh my God, that's devastating. And so you guys still make fun of him for
like,
that?
Was it good or was it dramatic to you? Like when he's telling me a really important thing.
Wow, yeah. That seems tough to, yeah. You seem like the problem there.
Yeah, I'm the bad guy. An I Heart Drama shirt.
I mean, I also think that, like, you know, honestly, as funny boys, we sort of see how people react to us, like, not finding us funny sometimes. And I think that all you really need to do to your husband is if he's like, yeah, well, I saw your mom's cans. Just give him a, like, yeah.
Yeah, if it's like actually devastating and bad, he won't want to feel that emotion again.
Yeah, like if you give him like a stop, come on, like he's gonna
playful.
He's gonna think that you're loving it secretly. But if you just kind of give him like a you've said that before.
Yeah, like it literally, it hurts to even
I've
say.
heard that one.
Yeah,
you've done this a million times. It's not funny.
Yeah,
That's so
devastating.
mysterious.
Yeah,
That would make my D shrivel all the way up.
I
my
would be
throat.
so upset. I'd be like, no. Yeah, sometimes you got to give a little bit of realness when you have a funny little boy husband,
A class clown.
Yeah,
You need to cut through the jokes.
if he's wearing an I Heart MILF shirt, you need to shatter that confidence in a way. Yeah,
And if I see anybody else with an I Heart MILF shirt, I can do the same, right?
you can absolutely do the same.
Yeah, those people don't deserve
awesome.
any benefit of the doubt.
Unless
you can do whatever you want.
Unless you're wearing the shirt, again, which is subverting the expectation, and that's
Kinda
kind of
cool.
fun in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're owning
yeah,
it.
like cropping it and cutting off the sleeves. Got it.
And it's like it's ironic because I'm wearing it in a funny way.
Bingo.
There you go. And that's your right as an American.
You can love anything you want.
You can love it. And this country is so great.
That's why I love us. USA.
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 Well, thanks for calling in. Tell your naughty little husband to knock it off.
Will do.
You have a fantastic day at the library. And hey,
Oh, well, thank you.
keep that Dewey Decimal system.
Well, we don't have the Dewey Decimal.
Unbelievable. She's gone. We don't have to do building collapsing. You think they just don't have the Dewey Decimal System, or it's been
I don't think it's
phased out?
implemented anymore.
It's over.
They just thought we'll just fucking put this on Google.
Unbelievable.
Because before it was like, how does it even work?
It's like where to find a science book. Well, science is 8 point, and then botany is 586. So I know to go to 8.586. And
now with like the way the discourse operates, it's like
you've already read the book.
Yeah. Well, also just like I feel like they'd be like, oh, well, what's botany? Like, what even is defined as botany?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, what's science? Can I put my church book in the science section?
Yeah, I guess you can, but you have to categorize whatever. It doesn't matter.
Just do it. Yeah. I miss going to a library. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it used to be like a fun part of the childhood experience. Now it's like, I guess I'll stream a movie or download a book onto a Kindle without going anywhere.
I used to be sort of on my tummy where they had the manga that was a little bit like sometimes it'd be naughty and
I don't know.
And they'd have like a drawing of like somebody's boob, and what I liked about that was that
you could imagine what a tit would be.
And the book would be for teens.
I see. And when you said Tonga, what was that? When you said manga?
I didn't say Tonga.
You said he's be on your stomach.
Manga?
Oh, I see. Like Japanese sexual.
Not
cartoons.
Sexual necessarily, but definitely the stories would be sort of a little bit steamier sometimes because they'd be kind of like, ooh, like a bunch of, and they have magical powers. But then someone's like, there was one that I used to read, and he would jump into a pond.
Okay.
And the cold water would turn him into a girl.
Is that true?
Yeah. It's called Ron by Half. And he would jump into the pond. He was really good at Taekwondo or something. And he would jump into the pond, and every time he got cold water splashed on him, he would turn into a lady. And obviously, he's shirtless doing Taekwondo as a boy.
Just watch porn, I guess. You don't have to go through the dog and pony show. I'm caring about the other shit. You were,
I read a lot of them.
You were 13 in like 2005, so you probably had access.
By that point, you were already like a
HD.
At the time, by the way, I was reading this sort of like smut novel.
Yeah.
I was also probably like opening up my MacBook Ruby to watch you on YouTube
at the same time. Just to fire all my synapses at once.
Yeah, to kind of do it all.
Okay.
The same.
I guess I'm honored.
Yeah. Well, Amir, that brings us to our final segment of the show. This is our last segment, a segment we like to call Get Real. No! He's taking his jacket off. It actually did kind of heat up just a little bit in here.
Right.
So Amir's jacket's coming off. Amir, this is a part of our show where we force a genuine moment in an effort to learn more about each other and ourselves.
Okay. Is there any information beyond that, or that's all you're giving me, and now we just are in it?
Wow.
I didn't say anything.
That's really smart if you think about it, man.
Not really. I was just inquiring if there's any more information.
Well, Amir, I think it's only fair that in the Get Real section, I sort of come clean to you that I had an Ace and Jocelyn poster.
On your wall, or?
Yeah.
Signed?
Nah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. How does that feel for you?
I'm honored. I mean, it's cool that you're a big fan. You bought merch.
Sure. Busted.
Tees.com. I mean, it makes sense. Just the way you. What?
It makes sense. What?
Your age, 29.
Yeah.
Sweet spot.
Sure.
Your attitude, gamer nerd. Wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Your religion, not quite Jewish, but might as well be, if that makes sense.
My wife thought I was, and she was disappointed.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Wife Jewish?
No.
She found out on our honeymoon. What a slap in the dick that was. So yeah, these three things, they add up, and it's always nice to hear, that people were watching and enjoying the content. As you know, you call people back and they're freaking out as well. So
yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's exciting.
I mean, we're excited that you're on Headgum.
Sure.
We're honored that you chose us.
Yeah.
Seems like a perfect fit.
It does, yeah.
Comedically, artistically.
Artistically, yeah.
And it's nice to sort of bridge the gap between like, you know, your universe of YouTube fans and the Headgum Jake and Amir universe.
Yeah.
Seems like a nice organic pot of people who might not necessarily know about the other one. So
yeah,
hopefully
totally.
Episodes like this, people who watch me now like you, people who watch you now like me. Mm-hmm. Nice cohabitation, mingling. And you're doing great. I mean, viewers, listeners love it. Numbers are going up. And yeah.
No, yeah. It's you've got a very cool thing going on over there at Headgum. I feel like you guys have done a good job, like not only creating like a cool network, but everyone who works for you has like they're all very cool and similarly minded, I feel like. And everyone I've interacted over there with is like a very good, laid back person that like doesn't stress me out.
That's good. We hire people with like multiple layers of interviews.
Totally.
So it's nice that there's like not just professional fits, but chemistry, cultural fits as well.
For sure. Well, you were kind of talking about this a little bit, but you are kind of a guy who has a lot of free time now. Mm-hmm. What would you like to do? You've obviously accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
In 40 years. Yeah, for the next 40.
What happens now?
What do you do?
That's a good question because it's hard to be funny and productive from 40 to... I think of like my life as 20-year chunks.
Sure.
0 to 20, learning,
creating.
That's like when I was watching and consuming a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
20 to 40, watching less comedy, but making a bunch of stuff.
Sure.
A lot of it not good, just like make any video, hang out with my friends, make this song, make this thing. It's like terrible shit that eventually becomes good. Now it's like, okay, I've done thousands of hours of that, and now what's 40 to 60?
Yeah.
Do I just fucking hard pivot and like make a table? Or do I like, okay, let's become the executive, but without all the negative connotation that I consider like what an executive is?
Yeah, like you're able to do the suit job, but you don't have to be a douche about it.
Right. Or does everybody just try to do that and nobody thinks they're the douche? That's for other people to decide.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that also sometimes with the suits thing is they didn't do the creative part first, but then they did the suit part first and then decided that they were creative because of that.
Right.
I think that's like a problem is like people are, I went to this like, I was like at this weekend away and there was all these people I didn't really know and a lot of them were agents. Just the way they talked really was like so dumb to me. They're just like, well, that's obviously never going to sell. And like, that's a piece of shit.
It's all
like
about marketing and packaging. And we can put that together. And we could
And it's just like, none of you have ever like written a poem.
No, I don't really know how to create anything. So I'll just sort of like wear a suit and I'll like grab something to sound if they're famous and like sort of take money from them. And if they're not, like sort of ignore them for like a year and a half. And no, I love agents.
You just really let it all out there, man.
I'm pretty openly anti-representation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I do feel like there is, I mean, I don't know. I feel very lucky. Obviously, the industry feels like it's imploding right now where nobody's buying anything. And like all of my friends who were like directors or writers or assistants or whatever, it's just like everything is falling apart. Every streaming network is eating itself. Yeah. And I feel very lucky that I want to do all that stuff too, but I kind of pivoted a little bit earlier to be like, all right, what if I put a lot of energy into YouTube and into like getting an Instagram following so I can promote my podcast and whatever, where that feels a little bit more evergreen now. And the other stuff just feels like so many hoops have to be jumped through for it even to be seen.
We did the same thing. Like we left College Humor and started our own podcast because we wanted like creative control and the ability to make a thing every week.
Yeah.
Whether or not we would get paid for that thing was up in the air, but we didn't have to placate network executives, then sell this idea, then attach this and wait 6 months and lawyers and this and that and the other. So that took so long, the entire thing collapsed. And now we have this other thing that is kind of a business, but not really in the Hollywood machine. Yeah. So I did what you did. So I can speak from experience that says, I think you did the right decision.
I really mean that, man.
Oh. Shit. Yeah. Thank you.
I just fucking
keep it up, I guess.
No.
No, I won't.
What?
You won't keep it up?
Well, thanks so much for doing the show, man. Obviously, tell people who might not know about If I Were You and You.
Yeah, If I Were You and Buckets, my sports podcast that I do semi-regularly, not really fully regularly. It's more of a passion project. You can listen to that if you're a basketball fan. You can always just go to headgum.com and there should be something for everybody. If you're a Dungeons and Dragons fan, if you're a Formula One fan, if you're a fan of the Doughboys, John Gabris, we have personalities and genres and topics. But yeah, I mean, you're one of our most exciting new acquisitions. So
that's very sweet of you.
Of course, thank you so much for not only having me, but for allowing us to have you.
That means a lot.
I'm going to put my jacket back on.
It's too cold in here.
It's freezing.
I know. I didn't heat it up for the CEO himself. Well, as always, everybody, thanks for listening. And remember that no matter what your problems are, perfection
is me.
That was a Headgum podcast.